the direct flights between Nigeria and Israel, I think that we're gonna see a boost in this as well. Because right now, there is no gateway for Israelis into West Africa. And I can tell you, as a previous ambassador to Ghana, it's very difficult. From experience, I know how difficult it is once you don't have a direct flight. And I think that once this route will start working, I think we're going to see huge change. Not just when it comes to medical tourism. I think we're going to see business flourishing. Business people will be able to come and go easily, you know, and we will see a pilgrimage. Nigeria is a very religious country, and don't forget that Israel and Jerusalem is a sacred place for three religions. Not just to Christianity, not just to Judaism, also to Islam. People come to Temple Mount, to Haram al-Sharif, to do legal Hajj, to do Umrah. I mean, imagine in terms of pilgrimage, the potential that exists here.
Trade and investment are about to see a sharp rise as Nigeria begins her direct flight to the Holy Land of Israel. Nigerian national carrier Airpeace has once more made history as it begins direct flight from Nigeria to the State of Israel on the 20th of April 2023. The aviation industry stakeholders has described this as a great feat for the airline and a huge relief to Nigerians and Israelis who have traveled for 27 hours from Nigeria to Israel via other nations such as Ethiopia and Turkey. It takes about 27 hours for an average Nigerian or Israeli to move from Israel to Nigeria or from Nigeria to Israel because of the many flights it would take via routes like Ethiopia or Turkey. If you're just joining us, this is Isaaca News and I'm your host, Idi Kanobot, and we are looking at the recent announcement by the Israeli government on its agreement to carry out direct flights between Nigeria and Israel. The Israeli government confirmed that Airpeace's inaugural flight to Ben Gurion International Airport would commence next month, specifically on the 20th of April 2023. The Israeli Minister of Transport and Road Safety noted that this would be a historical feat as there has never been a direct flight between Israel and Nigeria. So Nigeria's national flag carrier, Airpeace, will begin operating direct flights to Israel for the first time ever, starting on the 20th of April. There will be different phases in the implementation of this agreement. In the first phase, Airpeace will operate 2 weekly flights between Israel and Nigeria and would see how to scale up that number in the coming months. I'd like you to recall that so far, no direct flights have been operated between these two countries. And the thousands of pilgrims who come to Israel every year from Nigeria have flown through either Turkey or Ethiopia. This current agreement will allow Israel and Nigerian airlines to make direct flights between both countries and also help to increase the number of pilgrims who come to Israel every year, as disclosed by the Israeli embassy. The chairman and CEO of Airpeace, in the person of Mr. Allen Oyema, said that Airpeace was prepared for the inaugural flight and subsequent flights to the Holy Land, disclosing that it will begin with 2 flights weekly and increase its frequency with time. Mr. Oyema also went ahead to commend the government of Nigeria and Israel, saying that they made it possible, breaking the old barriers to make direct flights between the two nations a reality, adding that it is an indication of strong relationship between the two countries. We also see that this would also help to reduce the 27-hour current time frame to fly between the two nations to about 5 hours. So Israelis leaving Israel to Nigeria, or Nigerians leaving Nigeria to Israel, would then through this Airpeace route take an average of about 5 hours from Nigeria to Israel, or from Israel to Nigeria, using a direct flight, thereby saving cost, of the cost of flying from between both countries, and also saving time. This is an amazing one and deserves a lot of compliment. So basically, the Israeli government are trying to expand, the direct flight they have between Israel and many other countries, and they thought it best to include Nigeria as one of those countries. So we're having a direct flight between Israel and Nigeria, and this is an amazing one to take note of. Now, I hope you took note of the timeline, took note of the frequencies, and the different agreements that have been signed between the two parties. So this is a very short video. We're going to wrap it up here, for this episode of the video. And if you're going to Israel, if you're leaving Israel to Nigeria, whatever you're doing, just take note that moving forward, we're going to be having direct flights from Israel to Nigeria, or from Nigeria to Israel, using the Airpeace route. All right, this is the end of the video. Till we see again. Godspeed.